Hi, my babies. How are we doing? All right. I just really want to talk about something. I just want to chit chat and get my I get my thoughts in for the evening. I'm going to tag one of my mutuals. She's one of my favorite people, such a sweet soul. But there's been a line going on of a topic talking about is tarot, I guess, steaming down by a lot. And again, I'm tagging her because go check her out. Again, she has an amazing platform, but, she was talking about in her video that, her views have gotten lower when before, she was thriving, and what's really going on with the tarot community. And I agree with pretty much everything she said. And I just want to add on a few more things because a lot of it is, I have to say, for one, I don't feel like this is also the main reason, but I swear ever since this app went dark back in January, the algorithm has just changed a lot. It hasn't been the same. I don't care who's owning the app. Something has been different. So I do feel like in general, a lot of even I've noticed content creators' views in general has been suppressed by a lot. Now, I will say for me, I'm not going backwards, but I am not like excelling when it comes to view rates either. And I agree with Sammy. It's been a frustrating year too, as somebody who posts regularly. Like last year for me was an amazing year. I'm still so grateful for everything, but when it comes to improving following or view engagement, it's been very stagnant. Now my business has been doing great. Again, I'm so thankful, but on this app, it has been frustrating sometimes when it comes to getting our videos out to the algorithm. But I really also want to talk about why else is the tarot community kind of, for one, I think Chat GBT has taken over. I don't like AI. I've never liked AI personally. AI freaks me out. The only time I say I will use AI for my crafting is for spell work if I need to translate, because I'm learning Latin right now, and I will use Chat GBT to help me translate certain things. But other than that, I do not use tarot for AI. And let me ask you guys something I encourage you to learn tarot. I get asked all the time personally, like, how do I start learning tarot? And I love it so much because, I love talking about it. I 100% encourage people to learn tarot if that's something you want to do. But however, are you a tarot reader or are you a psychic? Because there's a difference. Do you have the clairs? Google clairaudience, clairvoyance. There's a difference. There's several different clairs. Are you really tapping into this because you want to enhance your third eye? You want to heal yourself? You want to heal others around you? Or with all due respect, do you just want to learn tarot because you want to use it as a tool to spy on an ex? Because I see that a lot too. So for one, Sammy Joe was talking about discernment. And that's another thing too, that, a lot of people, unfortunately, on this app, don't have it. Like, for example, when it does come to, if I put out a reading about, for example, an ex is coming back around, the defensiveness on some people, I don't want the back. That's where I constantly sound like a broken record to some of you guys and say, if it doesn't fit, let it go. Let it fly. I'll be back some other time. And it's because I've noticed this in my, not, all of it, but I guess more on other tarot readers' pages, people really thrive on the lovey-dovey stuff also as well, and not so much sometimes on the harsher lessons. But on the flip side of it, I've been saying collectively for a long time, feminines are rising right now. A lot of feminines in general don't want their crappy exes back. And for, especially if some of those tarot readers who just give out free yes or no's, which I personally don't agree with. And, if you look at their content, all of their readings are very lovey-dovey stuff. You're going to be a millionaire, you're going to get the worst ex alive back into your life, or pay $500 for a reconciliation spell, and people fall for that. And when a lot of people in general realize, no, I deserve better, knowing their worth, with all due respect, you're obviously not going to pay for a reading to know about your crappy ex. And I encourage that. That's where I have noticed myself, even in my content, I'm changing a lot of my readings to learn the lesson behind a breakup, or, why did something not work out? There is a reason I've noticed within this year, I've molded away from love readings and all that sort of stuff, because the reality is life sucks sometimes. So for part of it is some things are very just unfortunate. Like I said, I think a lot of it is this app and the algorithm has changed immensely. But again, I kind of want to talk about AI because I cannot tell you, and this is the part that makes my eye twitch. I'm not going to lie. I'll talk to a client and I actually had this client one time. I just said, your ex is actually not coming back. They probably have already moved on. And their response to me is, well, I can't say it. ChatGPT said something different. Yeah, you're talking to a robot. I understand if you want the cheaper outlet by not paying for a tarot reading, but tarot readers, psychics, as someone who has 4 clairs, we talk to your spirit team. A robot's not talking to your spirit team. What is AI's job overall? To spread positivity. They don't want lawsuits. So they're going to give you lovey. Yeah, sure, your ex is coming back, but okay, maybe not, but here's the lesson. That's not tapping into the spirit realm. That's where I went on that tangent of, with all due respect, are you a tarot reader or are you a psychic? Because there's a difference. Tarot is meant to confirm what's already going on. AI is not doing that nonsense. And another thing I also want to talk about too is tarot is not fortune telling. Tarot is meant to guide us into the energy that is present. Yes, and that's where us psychics come in. If we can, that's where I guess psychic abilities come in of what we think is going. Again, it's here to confirm what we know. Okay, your ex is coming back, or no, they're not. They've already moved on, or this is the path you need to go, or I'm sorry, that job is treating you like crap for a reason. This is where you need to go, and this is here to confirm it. ChatGPT is not going to do that for you. I finally said it properly. So, and I think AI has hit a lot because I even tested AI one day to see how accurate it is. I am here to assure you there's nothing accurate about tarot. And it's not that, and I think what people get confused, well, they know the meaning of the card, right? But for example, 2 of Pentacles, your feeling of what a 2 of Pentacles is, it could be completely different than mine. Juggling, indecision. You're not tapping in spiritually for it. And a lot of people fall for, with all due respect, ChatGPT, Astra, whatever those apps are. You're just getting the lazy way around. And I've noticed those AI apps really have a hard time getting people in this delusion of, my ex loves me, when they're literally probably the worst person alive. And also, too, that's where I briefly brought up discernment. And I've noticed this sometimes, and it happens, and this will always go on. We're not, us readers, we're not here to tell you what to do. We're here to guide you of what's there. So obviously, we are the epitome of, we'll take you to the water, we can't make you drink it. I can always tell by the end of the reading when you don't like what you want to hear, and either, you don't like what I just told you, either you're going to listen to me or you're not. Some people don't want to listen. And with all due respect, that's another thing with, certain tarot readers. They will keep you in that loop of, yeah, your ex loves you, blah, 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 blah. I'm not that person. I do tap into love readings, but I'm also going to be that reader that's going to tell you, babe, you deserve better. And some people don't want to hear that. And that's another reason I feel like this app up to as slowly, because some people, like I said, it's 50-50. Feminines are rising. People are knowing their self-worth. But the other part of it, some people don't want to hear it. So it's a very tricky position, but regardless, we will be okay. I love what I do. I love helping people. I love talking to you guys. I get so giddy, especially my personal reads of actually, sitting and talking with you guys. I love it. Regardless on whatever happens to social media, I will never stop. If anything, sometimes stagnancy makes me, I've noticed this year, now that this year's kind of coming to an end, it makes me really realize how bad do I really want to do this. And I will forever be a witch. I will always be a witch. I will always guide you guys in the right path. And I cannot wait for what next year brings, because I am getting involved more in spell work. I'll never give up. F our government, F our social media sometimes. I'm grateful for it, but man, sometimes, and that's another thing I want to bring up, social media can sometimes be a dark place to go to. And that's why I sound like a broken record of discernment. Okay. I hope this helped, but yes, here's my rant for the day.